Hello everyone, I'm Lee
And I'm Britta.
from CORE, and we are here at home working on our upcoming leadership development training, revising it, updating it as we always do each year as we prepare to start it, and we came across one of those tools from the LDT that we would really love to share with you.
So for those of you that don't know, the Leadership Development Training, or in short, LDT, is a training designed to help you step into leadership in every area of your life. It includes 3 in-person modules, it's 10 months, it has lots of ongoing virtual connection, and it culminates in a leadership project where you bring your gifts into the world.
Yeah, and one of the tools that we share, that we'd like to share with you now, and that we take people through in the LDT is the 4 F's. So the 4 F's is a really simple, powerful tool to deal with triggers. Trigger is anytime we have an emotional reaction to something that takes us out of the game. It's a disproportionate emotional reaction. It comes with a charge, and it blocks our true self. The problem with the trigger is that when we're triggered, they become repetitive. Oftentimes, they become habitual, and they become a way of dealing with the world, and they block our true expression. So an example of a trigger is we receive an email from someone that says something we don't like, or get a phone call from someone, or just their name pops up on the, we see a text message from someone and we're like, oh, we feel that response. Someone cuts me off in traffic, right? There's many, many triggers. And the truth is we're all triggered in various ways at various times. So it's not unusual. The thing to notice about a trigger is that there is a disproportionate emotional response.
Yeah, so what do we do when this happens? We use the 4 F's. So the first F is find it. Every emotional charge shows up in our body, which is really cool because we're like, oh, I'm hot. I've got a tight jaw. I've got a contracted stomach. My chest is tingling. And that tells us something. So instead of blaming who or what is out there that made me feel this way, right, we locate what's happening in here. And that turn from the out to the in is leadership.
Yeah, that right there is the beginning of leadership. So that's the first F, to find it. Second F, face it. Turn towards it. What do we often do rather than turning towards it? Well, 1,000 different things. We numb out, we check out, we shame ourselves, we blame someone else, we shut down. Instead of all those things, we face it. That means turning towards the sensations in our body, turning towards the emotions in our body, and leaning into it with compassionate curiosity, right? That's a courageous action right there. And at CORE, the part of us that can do that is what we call the healthy self. That's the part of us that is grounded, wise, and capable, very capable of facing a trigger.
Yeah, we do all that instead of making up a story, right? So we have now found it, we faced it, and now we feel it. That's the third F. And it's kind of as simple as it sounds. Simple, but not easy to just be with it and feel it. We actually allow the sensations and emotions to move through our body because they get stuck often with these when we get triggered, right? Instead of that, we let it move. And that doesn't mean thinking about it or analyzing it or making up a story about how I'm wrong or they're wrong or the world is wrong. But instead of it, we just turn toward it, we lean in, we welcome, and we consciously notice and track the sensations in the body as they arise while we are triggered. Not easy.
No, not easy.
No, not easy, especially when we're really triggered. But we can learn that. And when we learn how to do that without judgment and without an agenda, and this is important, without an agenda to change it, but just to be with it as it is, then our nervous systems learn, oh, it's okay to feel this. It's safe to feel it. It doesn't actually take that long. It takes
No.
much longer to make up a story and get all roughed up about it. And when the body knows that we're safe, then release becomes possible.
And then we get out of that pattern. Then we get out of that habituated reaction. So we find it, face it, feel it, and then that leads us to the fourth F, to free it. And actually, a better way to say this is we let it free. We don't demand freeing. We can't make it free. But when we do those first three Fs, the letting it free, it wants to free.
Yeah.
You know, it wants to release. It wants to move through us. So when we've done those first three, the fourth will happen. To some degree, it will happen. Sometimes profoundly, that freedom wants to happen. And one of the ways we'll know that we're free is that we encounter the same situation, the person, the triggering event, and now we respond differently. We turn towards it differently. It doesn't have that same charge for us.
The grip.
The grip, or it may be more relaxed than it was. And it feels like we take things less personally. And when we do that, that's compassion, perspective, choice, agency, all qualities of true freedom. Compassion, perspective, choice, agency. True freedom, that's really liberation, and that's really self-leadership.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool tools that we employ at the leadership training. It just gives you these practical, effective, somatic tools that are both grounded in cutting-edge science, so modern-day science, and ancient wisdom tradition, because there's a lot of "and" in the LDT, because both the wisdom of the traditions that have already been here is important and helpful, and then what is coming right now in, for example, in neuroscience is so helpful and illuminating, especially the teachings about the nervous systems. And that's one of the things you're going to learn, to regulate your nervous system, to facilitate others through triggers, not just yourself, but also others, right? And to take radical self-responsibility, lead with presence, meaning you'll learn how to ever more deeply be in the present moment and let yourself kind of sink in here and now and lead with that instead of with reactivity, which is always something that's from the past, and then we project it onto the future, right? And then in the end, you bring a meaningful, beautiful project into the world.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about the LDT, one thing that I hope you find inspiring is this really is not about becoming somebody else. It's not about becoming a different person. It's all about becoming more you. So if there was a tagline for this, it's become more you. You know, that's what it is. It's not a different person. And as we become...
or not a better you, or improved you or something, right? Which is sort of like a mental trick, right? I just got to be better.
Yeah.
It's just, you just be relaxed more into who you already are.
The truth of who you are, the healthy self you, the true you. And that's more grounded, more effective, more free. And when we are more truly who we are, we're also more compassionate and more loving and more generous. More generous. All those things, yeah? So if the LDT is speaking to you at all, I invite you to explore it.
Yeah. And for today, let's just say you get triggered today, try the 4 Fs, right? It's find it,
Face it,
feel it,
and let it free.